My name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VIP Sports. Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with Skip, the chiropractor. You been straightening people out or what, Skip?
The whole weekend's a fucking blur. This is what my life has become. Bananas, nuts, and me getting fucking nuts.
I was just going to say, I got 2 nuts you can eat, and I can tell you where to put that fucking banana. Yeah, what do you eat like that? A couple times while you're at work?
Bananas and nuts, man. That's what my life has become. I am fucking craving a slice of pizza so bad, no idea.
Oh, I bet. Well, let me ask you this. You were obviously craving some Jamerson and some Crown because you literally harassed me literally all day on Monday.
Yeah.
I mean, you just, you were calling me nonstop. You were being very violent, very mean. You told me if I didn't get down there right now, you quit. You don't give a fuck. Fuck me, fuck the company, fuck everybody, you told me.
Let's just say this. Sunday morning, I left the house. My wife and I
I'd like to hear what happened.
Sunday morning, I left the house. My wife and I had a slight disagreement, nothing major, okay? I got a little upset. Didn't exactly like the way the Carolina-Seattle game was going right out of the gate. And
we can be honest with our fans. You lost a lot of fucking money. You lost your clients a lot of fucking money.
I had a fucking...
Therefore, you're arguing with the wife now. So you let the business go home. Not good. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't start the shit, man. She started it.
All right.
I don't want to beat my wife up on this podcast.
No, we're not doing none of that.
But I will say this. I mean, she won't get mad at me for being honest. She woke up on the wrong side of the bed Sunday morning. And I was up watching the Carolina-Seattle game.
With an attitude.
With a major fucking attitude. 14-0 right out of the gate. And she got out of the bed on the wrong side and came out in the kitchen. And instead of getting me, some fresh squeezed orange juice like she normally does, she started in on me.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't in the fucking mood.
Well, so you proceeded to get in the car.
I got fucking dressed. I got some shit together. Went to the safe, grabbed the fucking stack.
And you drive more than a stack.
And I called a fucking friend or two, said, meet me here. And we met at the bar, watched the game. And about 9 hours later, completely fucking trashed. I was making phone calls to people.
Oh, I got a lot of threats. The first one was I won $25,000. If you don't get the fuck down here. I said, Skip, it's the first time I've seen my kids together with Kelly since, our little situation. I don't give a fuck. You told me bring her and the kids. I love you. I love your attitude. Hey, listen, wow. I ended up sending down fucking Big Track Jack. All of a sudden, he's sending me jackpots. Did you throw him a couple lucky dollars for him to hit that, or he do that on his own?
Big Track Jack did show up. He had a couple of ponies for Saturday afternoon.
No, he hit Keno from whatever you had played.
I know, but he gave me a couple of horses on Saturday.
Okay, all right.
If you're out there and you're betting horses,
guys, we've been making money.
Yeah, well, get a hold of us because Big Track Jack, he's on fire at the racetrack.
They don't call it just a sports book. It's called Racing Sports. Last time I checked, and we're making a lot of money on horses, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not a huge horse bettor. He gave me a couple of horses on Saturday that came through. And I just wanted to repay him. I called him and invited him down to the bar. And I had a couple of my buddies, and I was in a rare fucking mood.
Well, can you tell these people like what you did? I mean, so you're drinking a bunch of shots. You're gambling. What are you gambling?
Listen, at some point, I don't even remember what the fuck I did.
Okay, so what you won $18,000. What'd you do? What was it?
I won about 18 grand. Playing Keno, you know what I do.
Right.
Sitting at the bar playing.
Well, yeah, but I do. The people don't. How much is it? So tell these people what it is.
Sitting at the bar playing $1 4-card Keno. I mean, it's an average of anywhere from $10 to $16 a spin.
So every time you touch the button, it's $16.
Every time I touch a button, it's $16
And how many numbers are you picking on your Keno sheet?
I got 4 different cards going at one fucking time on the screen.
Well, yeah, what that means is he has 4 different games. So in other words, you have...
one game's not enough for me.
You have your numbers going on 4 different games at the same time.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I got 4...
Do you have a pattern?
No, it's just random fucking drunken madness.
I see you do a lot of them together.
I cluster fuck them.
Yeah, you cluster them. I've never won on the cluster.
Well, it's called cluster Keno. I mean, it works well for me. Usually.
So
I got 4 cards going at the same time.
Okay.
And it's anywhere from $2 to $4 per card every time. So I got $15, $16 going, and I play 5 spots and 6 spots mainly. Sometimes it's 7 spot.
Okay, what that means is you're picking 6 numbers.
Yeah, out of 80, I'm picking fucking 5, 6, or 7.
Okay.
And when it comes to when you hit 5 out of 5, it's like 2,500. You hit 6 out of 6, it could be anywhere from 3,000 to 6,500.
When it's loaded.
Yeah, when it's loaded up.
Okay, and you hit 7.
I know I hit a 6 spot once, and I hit about 4 or 5 spots.
Oh, okay. So
For a total of about 18 grand.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sitting there watching football, got my friends there, forgot about what the fuck was going on at the house,
Uh-huh.
and had a couple of cocktails, had a few more cocktails, started hitting the fucking Jameson, and started popping off the machine.
Now, did you shit your pants that night from the bad bananas and berries by any chance? Because I know.
No, I didn't shit my pants.
Okay, because I don't. Well, hey, buddy, you're looking good. You're feeling good. Like I said, it sounds like you had a blast. Now,
The whole weekend's a fucking blur.
well, I know it is because this is what I want to tell the audience out there. You won that money, I'd probably say about 8, 9 o'clock, somewhere in that area. Is that true? Or earlier?
No, I got to the bar around 12:30, 1 o'clock.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
So you won that money by about 4 o'clock?
By 4 o'clock, I was rolling. Yeah.
Okay, because 2 in the morning, you needed 20 grand.
I know.
So, guys, listen. We might be the best sports bettors and the most disciplined sports bettors in the world, but when it comes down to blackjack and video poker and the lifestyle of Vegas, we need a fucking life coach just like anybody else because there's no discipline in money management there. You win $18,000, you keep it, you drink at the bar, you have a good night. You find a bigger machine. What'd you go to, the $50?
Well, I mean, I gave all my friends some money. We were fucking partying.
One thing about you, you spread the money like I do. You gave Ron a nickel, Fondo nickel, gave everybody money to play out there.
Jack the track, a couple bucks. I mean,
Shout out to Brandon out there, Caesar's Palace. Real rough weekend over there, boy. That tattoo might have not have been worth it, huh?
wow.
Fucking A. But like I said, it don't stop.
It didn't stop.
No, you know, like I said.
And it won't stop there.
It don't stop, won't stop. So anyway, listen. We got a great show today. Why don't we get into talking about some sports? I'm real excited that the football season's still here. Don't forget it's not going to be here too much longer, man. So we have to embrace it, take it for what it is, and of course, let these people know about our focus on college basketball and the money that we're making.
We have definitely been focused on college basketball.
So for the start now in our new podcast, we're going to start breaking down basketball a little bit more, talking about the offense, defense, what we feel about it. One thing about it, Skip, is I want our audience to know that we've always talked shit, we always fuck around, but it seems like we've taken the talking of shit and fucking around when we're talking about sports and this, that, and the other. And ladies and gentlemen, we talk shit, we fuck around, we give you our opinion, but when it comes down to making fucking money, we're dead fucking serious about this business. It's not a game. This ain't a party. This ain't a disco. There ain't no fucking around. This is how I put my kids through school. I'm glad people take this as a hobby. I take it dead fucking serious. I'm willing to die for this. I've told these people.
Amen, bro.
So why don't you give a little intro, tell the people how to get a hold of us, and we'll go give them a nice little sports podcast today.
If you want to talk to us, which I can't imagine why you wouldn't, 877-220-6540. That's how you can reach us. If you're looking for a free pick, you want to test out the waters, go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com, and go ahead and just enter in your information there, and you'll get a free pick. We have packages on there for all levels of sports bettors. If you see something you like on there, by all means, jump aboard. You subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or on iTunes. Put a comment in. Tell us what you think about the show. We do read most of those comments. You can follow us on Twitter or Facebook. We're on Instagram at VIP Sports LV. Direct message us, whatever the fuck you want to do. There's a million ways to get a hold of us. However, the easiest way is just to give us a call. 877-220-6540. 877-220-6540 and say, hey, man, I want to start making some money like you boys.
Period. Like I said, you're looking for a second income. You want to make money. You want to turn this from a hobby into a second income. We can make you more money betting sports than you do at your job. And that's a fucking fact. Give us 1% of your trust. We'll earn the other 99. All we're looking for is the opportunity to showcase our talent. There's not a person in the world that doesn't want to continue to make money. No matter how much money you got, I don't give a fuck who you are, you got to stay hustling, you got to stay grinding, you got to stay motivated.
And we got the absolute blowout t-shirts on there too on the website.
Don't forget about the brand new absolute blowout winner t-shirt. It's a fucking type of t-shirt that's going to get the job done. It's the type of shirt you put on and you win no matter where you go. It's the type of t-shirt, if you're single, you're looking for something, you're going to come up on it. If you're looking for like I said, it's the Steve shine. I mean, it is what it is.
You wear that t-shirt to the bar, you're not going home by yourself.
No, you're going to be an absolute blowout fucking winner. No matter who you are in life, you're a winner.
You will find an absolute blowout squirter. You put that t-shirt
Oh,
on.
that's a fucking fact. It's going to be an absolute blowout, whatever you want it to be when you have that shirt. But pick your shirt up, be part of the family, put a little Steve Stevens in your life, and go out there and turn your mouthpiece from a BB gun to a Uzi. A lot of you guys' mouthpieces are at a cap gun. My son's only 2. He's already at a 22. You know what I mean?
One of those little Roy Rogers cap guns you used to get when we were kids, right?
Yeah. Well, the best thing in the world, I had little D in here the other day.
Remember those fucking cap guns that used to have a roll on it with a little thing that would pop?
I know exactly what the fuck it was.
And it would have a little, it wasn't gunpowder, it was some kind of little pop.
It was
pop.
kind of like a rivet.
Remember that fucking
And then
thing?
they, pop. They're almost dangerous.
Wow.
You can't find them much out there anymore. You know what I mean?
You're walking around one of those on the streets right now these days, you'll get fucking shot. The cops,
the
cops
cops
will put fucking holes in you.
Buddy, you have that banana in your pants, you're getting shot. These motherfuckers are shooting you for anything these days. You know what I mean?
Walking around with a cap gun, you're getting
Oh, my God.
you're getting blazed up.
Oh, that's a fact. You get pulled over, you get out of the car, and you got a fucking Capriati's footlong sandwich, you are getting shot from the Las Vegas Police Department.
Yes, you are.
Oh, my God. Moving
Shout
on.
out to the LVPD, man. We love you, brother.
We love you guys. You guys have fucking actually helped us throughout several different parties and occasions and hosts and being, B-class reality stars. And
They're usually on our side.
oh, my God. Absolutely. Anyway, we got a good podcast for them today. We got a lot of information on sports. After all, our podcast is all about the legalization and gambling and how these guys can be the best sports bettors in the world. Formula for success is money management and discipline. Let's get into a little NFL playoff, Skip. Like I said, NFL's at the end of the road. Boys to men at the end of the road.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we're at the end of the road with this shit, and I'm actually sad, I really like watching football. Don't tell me you don't like watching football
Listen,
on the
man,
fucking weekends.
don't get a football hangover out there, people. College basketball, NBA, and hockey is where it's at right now.
And we'll get to that. Like I said, one thing that our accelerators and everybody want to do with our new podcast deal, they want us to go ahead and grind about our sports without mixing in everything else. So let's get into a little NFL. Like I said, the playoffs are here. Football's coming into an end. Betting for VIP sports has been absolutely phenomenal. But I'd have to honestly tell you, the most amount of money that we are making right now is in basketball.
Yeah.
So if you ask me how I'm doing in sports, I would say doing good in the playoffs, hitting totals, but hitting about 66% right now versus we're bringing high 70s and low 80s in NBA.
Football's over. College basketball is where it's at. You got anywhere from 15 to 50 college basketball games a night on the board. And Steve, your information in college basketball has been phenomenal. I've been with you for a number of years now. I know how good you are in college basketball, and this year so far hasn't been any different. And I can't imagine, if you're not calling us right now, if you're playing college basketball or you've never even bet college basketball before and you don't get a hold of us, shame on you. 877-220-6540. I know I sound like an infomercial, but maybe that's what I am.
Well, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is. What it is you believe in your product and you know what you do and you know how you've become successful and you know that people need this information more than anything.
I know I can make you money in college basketball.
That's a fact.
You pick up the phone and call me right now, and I promise you I will make you money in college basketball.
Moving back on to NFL playoffs, exactly like we discussed. Patriots look fucking stellar. Like I said, Gronkowski is the heart and soul of that team. Don't get me wrong, Tom Brady's there, but without Gronk, they don't win.
And when Edelman's in the line, when you got Edelman and Gronk in the fucking lineup, I mean, you're not going to beat these motherfuckers.
They're beasts.
The way they went down the field in that first drive was just, I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It was just absolute fucking precision.
Well, like I said, they're focused. They're where they need to be. Who knows where they'll be next week, but like I said, it was a great fucking game. Denver beats the Pittsburgh Steelers 23-16 in one of the most fucking fucked up fucking games I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Shitty fucking game. Landed right on the number. Denver was laying 7, so if you bet that game, if you didn't tease it or buy a hook or buy a point, chances are it was a wash. Last game of the weekend was a push.
You know, for guys like us that know that gambling's not fixed, you know the whole world thinks that that's fixed, right?
Of course. Yeah.
Because, and like I said, man, with 30 seconds left, you don't go kick a fucking field goal looking to get the onside. You try to get the touchdown first, then go for the onside. Completely fixed. Fucked up the spread, and if you don't think the head coach had that motherfucking game, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met.
The moral of the weekend was this. Home teams win 4-0, unlike last week, Steve.
Yeah, I want you to talk about that. Last week we had nothing but underdogs that won every.
Last week,
away teams won.
All the road teams got won outright on the wild card weekend.
The wild card
first weekend of the playoffs, every road team won. This week you go to divisional round. Basically, what that means is the second week on the road for these teams.
Correct.
Not so fortunate road teams this week, 0-4. Home teams won every game.
What he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, last week it was all away teams. This week, every home team got the job done.
That's right.
Did every home team cover the spread? But every home team won. That's why you need to call VIP Sports for a little advice.
2 of them covered. The Patriots covered and Carolina covered.
Well, the one thing I liked about the Patriots game, I feel bad for the head coach of the Chiefs. I actually like Andy Reid. He's a fucking good guy. I think he's a solid player, but it just seems like he gets right down to the edge and doesn't have that fucking power, that high intensity motivation to put him over the fucking edge. You can't just sit there and really focus. There comes a time where you got to go outside the box and get these motherfuckers willing to die. Pump them the fuck up, get them out there, tell them, leave your life on the fucking line. This is what the owner pays you for. Leave your fucking body on the field, motherfucker.
Well, that's the problem we had with him in Philly. I mean, Andy Reid's an all-around good dude. His winning percentage is phenomenal. He knows how to win games, but when it comes to the postseason, Andy Reid, a.k.a. the Walrus, you're just a little too conservative in the postseason.
The Walrus
you would have think you would have learned your lesson in Philly. That's why we let you go in Philly. You couldn't get the job done in the big game.
He just doesn't have that fucking extra edge to put him over there.
He
doesn't have the killer instinct at all.
Like Brady did.
Yeah, you got to have a killer instinct like Brady.
You see the way Brady was fired up, man? He was fucking hugging his offensive coordinator. I thought he was going to rip his head off.
That's what I'm saying, pumping him, chest pumping. These are motherfuckers that are dedicated and willing to do whatever it takes to win. These are guys that paint their face, put their pads on, and are willing to do whatever it fucking takes to get the job done. Killer instinct, veteran team, low-key executors. You see what happened. They lost all day long. I thought Denver's offense, Patriots offense looked tremendous. Chiefs defense were off. I mean, do you think the Chiefs just had an off day? Well, obviously they did because now they're off work.
No, I don't think they had an off day. I think they just ran into the fucking Brady machine
we've been saying all year.
On Brady's field.
Okay, I love it. And, I just want to give out a little information and moving on. Denver over Pittsburgh. Did Denver impress you?
No. I mean, they snuck away with the win. I mean, what did Ben have? 300 and some yards passing again? That game really actually could have won either way. That game was sickening.
Yeah, it was one of the...
And to be honest with you, Steve, by that time I was so fucked up, I don't even remember what I saw.
Oh, I know you don't. When I got home...
I just got done telling you, by Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, I was fucking fried. So I have very little recollection of that game, and I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, please tell me you had Big Ron with you. That's obviously why you're safe.
Oh, I did.
Which is an ex-Patriot. Shout out to the Patriots once again.
Shout out Big Merc.
Big Merc's in the motherfucking house.
Yeah,
so,
my bodyguard just still happens to be a former linebacker for the Patriots.
But we'll
leave it at that.
But we'll leave it at that. But would you actually call him a bodyguard or security?
No, he's my friend. I don't need a fucking bodyguard.
Of course, that's what I say. We ain't no suckers.
That's security.
Right, security / friend.
He's my friend, man.
Right.
He's a very good friend.
But looks out for you. Make sure you make it safe because you are a rough and tough and loud shit talking.
My mouth gets fucking.
You're a kingpin. You turn into John Gotti after fucking a bottle of Jameson.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so listen. Here's the thing that's exciting for me. By Denver getting that job done, whether they squeak by or not, sets up another and possibly the last Brady-Manning Bowl maybe of all time.
Oh, it will be.
Manny's done.
17th meeting between Manning and Brady coming up this weekend.
The 17th time they've met, huh?
Yeah, 17th time. All the early money's coming in on Denver, by the way, so far.
Well, let me ask you this. I truly believe this is the last Manning-Brady matchup we'll ever see in my life. Yeah. As the Denver Broncos know, most Broncos, once they're done doing their job and run racing, they head to the glue factory. Like I said,
that's where. Well, Manning's heading to the fucking Hall of Fame, and then the glue factory.
Yeah, well, he's still heading to the head of, But like I said, that Bronco's going to get put down.
His arm strength is not there anymore.
He's a dead horse. Listen, listen. Career phenomenal, Hall of Famer, superstar. Chance of winning another Super Bowl this year, but definitely a dead horse. Can't continue. Can't do anything in the future. Great guy going to the Hall of Fame, but like I said, as far as the Denver Broncos is concerned, that horse is going to have to get put down.
Yeah, he's had his moments. Hey, he's a great, like you nailed it, man. He's going to the Hall of Fame. He's had great achievements as a quarterback in the NFL. His time is up, though. Unlike Brady, who seems like, he's just getting started again.
All right. Well, we got a lot of NFL, so let's move on.
Let's talk about that fucking, obviously there was a Hail Mary.
But before we go, just for our fans, though, I just wanted to ask them, and I want them to comment. From a fan's perspective, ladies and gentlemen, from a fan's perspective, who are you rooting for? Brady or Manning? Go to our comments on this YouTube and tell us just as a fan, knowing that this is the last time you're going to see him. Fuck the team. Just give me an honest answer. Who are you rooting for, Brady or Manning?
And tell me, do you think that the balls will be inflated? Do you think the balls will have a full capacity of air in them?
All right. So did you want to get to something before I went to Carolina
I just want to talk about something this past weekend again. The Green Bay Arizona game.
All right, because we're running out of time.
What everybody's talking about. The fucking Hail Mary was unbelievable. Fucking Aaron Rodgers falling back. I mean, first of all, they had 4th and 20 on the 1-yard line. Right before that, he's throwing out of the end zone a completed pass for 50 yards. I mean, the fucking game was over right there. Sure enough, they come down the field, 5 seconds left, Steve, and this motherfucker did it again, just like he did on Thanksgiving against Detroit, the fucking Hail Mary. He's falling back on his ass.
I saw it.
He's back on the fucking one leg, throws the ball 50 yards, and shame on that defense. My God, how could you let that big-ass receiver come up? I mean, the D was all the way in the back of the end zone. I mean, it was an easy catch.
Buddy, that wasn't the one that got you the most that you're forgetting. See, your asshole's already healed up.
That got me the most.
Arizona with the fucking pass interference on the total didn't hurt your feelings at all with fucking a minute left to go?
That was the New England-Kansas City game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucked me up bad, too.
Yeah, Arizona got you. The total on New England. There's three separate games that had you losing your fucking mind.
Well, you wonder why I was drunk all weekend.
Yeah, well, hey, it is what it is. You're human, aren't you?
Did you see the coin flip? That's the other thing I want to talk about.
That motherfucker threw a knuckle coin ball like I never seen in my motherfucking life.
The fucking coin goes straight up in the air, comes fucking straight down.
How the fuck do you even do that?
How do you not fucking know how to flip a coin?
I don't know.
So now
he's been doing it for fucking about 18 years.
So now in order to be a fucking referee, when you go to referee school, you're gonna have to fucking learn how to flip a coin.
You got to be a coin flipper?
Yeah, first thing you got to do is learn how to flip a coin.
Well, yeah, that's a fucking fact.
Let me ask you this: whatever happened to fucking calling it heads or tails when it's in the air?
I don't know.
Instead of before, now they call it before the flip. I don't know. I mean, back in my day, I remember calling.
Here we go. Call it, guys.
Yeah, here it goes. It's going up in the air. Call it in the air, guys.
Yeah, it's just so many different things with the referees in the NFL this year is just flat out fucking disgusting.
All right, I just wanted to
They've had the worst calls in the world, from flipping coins to fucking making calls to not fucking knowing what the fuck they're doing, period. I just want to get into it. Carolina beats Seattle 31-24. Solid first half performance. Listen to me, man. Carolina's second half is really scary lately. This is the second time where they've been scoreless in the fucking second half, where they have a blowout fucking lead in the beginning, dude. They still do enough to win the game, but, I mean, what the fuck? You're up 31-0 at the half. You let these motherfuckers come back and score 24 points. Yeah. One fluke play, that's a tie game. Carolina, you go home. You better get a little bit more focused. Carolina has that solid team, but if they play, they need to play to win. You understand that? They don't just need to play to get by. They need to play to win. You need to go out there and give it all you got and leave it on the fucking field, whether that takes you breaking your neck, breaking your back, ripping your finger off, or putting a bullet of cocaine in your pad to make it better. I don't give a fuck. You got to cheat or do it.
You got to pull some Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, you got to pull some LT.
Well, you got to keep your foot on the gas, that's for sure. I mean, they got a little complacent there, and it almost cost them.
Correct.
I mean, hats off to Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll for hanging in there and
you know what, for not
trying to make it a game and not giving up.
What are you talking about? You got to respect the fuck out of a team for staying positive and doing what they're doing. 31-0 blowout. You should have been disgusted. Most people turn off the fucking TV. It's not a game. This team fought back and actually tried to come back and tie it.
Yeah, and all this bullshit about travel, getting up at 5 in the morning on the East Coast.
Guys,
come on, man, you're fucking pros.
Just hear me out. You guys are all professionals. At the end of the day, if you've watched Seattle, they're not the team that they were supposed to be all year. Did they have their little run where they looked like the team that went to the Super Bowl last year? Absolutely. They've never been thorough this year at all. From game one, they look bad. They've never had a chance to get their shit together.
They ran into a 15-1 team at home who's undefeated at home with a team that's on a fucking mission.
And offensive, defensively sound. They're the best team in the fucking...
They came out of the locker room and just fucking punched them in the face.
Patriots are the only team that can beat them, period.
Yeah.
So, which brings me to my next point. Arizona wins over the Packers. The Green Bay Packers have not been the team that everybody's been betting on all year long.
Oh, don't we know it?
Yeah, I mean, people keep betting on Green Bay. They're good, they're good, they're good. They're a team that never panned out to have the talent that they were supposed to have, didn't play to their capability, and once again, Arizona beats them because Arizona's a great team, but like I said, the Packers just weren't the team they were supposed to be.
The NFL got what they want. They got the first two seeds in both fucking the AFC and the NFC. I mean,
let's talk about the games coming up, and let's move on from NFL. Why don't you go ahead and break it down, Skipper? Why don't you go ahead and do the ESPN Game Time break with the big Skipper?
Let me go ahead and break it down for you. The first game on Sunday is going to be New England heading into Denver. New England is laying 3 in this game, and the total is 44. So if you're betting the Patriots, for those squares out there, they're going to have to win the game by more than a field goal if you put your money on the Patriots. Unless, of course, you bet the money line, in which case they're minus 155, Steve, which means you'll have to put up $155 to make $100 if you want to bet them just to win the game.
That's
without the point spread.
Yeah, if that was the play you were going to make and you had money, that'd probably be the safe and sound bet.
The total in that game is 44, over or under 44 points. I'm just going to throw a couple things out at you.
And I want you to talk about the offense and defense of these teams and tell me your opinion on what you think about these guys.
On Friday, we will have maybe a little more breakdown, but for now, let me just go ahead and say this. New England is 1-5 against the spread their last 6 road games.
Guys, if you ain't paying attention to that stat, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Who gives a fuck if they're winning? It's who's covering.
New England has only covered one game out of their last 6 road games. Denver, on the other hand, 2-5-1 against the spread at home. So what we have here, people, is a team that doesn't cover on the road, being New England, and a team, being Denver, who doesn't seem to want to cover at home. They're only 2 wins their last 8 games at home against the spread. So, speaking of flipping a coin, if you're looking at the numbers and you're just trying to guess,
yeah, stop throwing darts. Why
shame
flip
on
a
you.
coin? VIPSportsLasVegas.com, put you on the winning side, put you in VIP, put you in first class, take you over and beyond what you ever thought was possible.
and think of this. I'm going to leave you with this thought. Denver hasn't covered a game since December 6th when they played the Chargers.
Jesus Christ.
Did you hear me, people?
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos haven't covered a game since December 6th when they played the Chargers.
That's enough. That's fine. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the next game.
Okay? Now, don't try to guess what's going to happen. I'm not
can't.
telling you to take New England. I'm not telling you to take Denver. I'm telling you to give me a call at 877-220-6540. Oh, and we'll go find out what Steve and his people know, and we'll get you fucking paid. Okay?
Money. Listen, I'm on the money page. I don't know what fucking page you're on. I'm only doing this. Listen, I do the podcast for our fans. Other than that, I'm in there grinding all day long for my fucking family and my clients to make a money. I don't do this to come have fun. Like I said, I do it to make money, period. And I'm real fucking good at it.
I will tell you this. The early money here in Vegas so far has come in on Denver. That doesn't mean they're right.
Okay, we're 30 minutes deep. Moving on
We're
to the next.
30 minutes deep. I'm about 7 inches deep. No, sorry about
All right,
that.
no problem. Go ahead.
The second game is going to be Arizona at Carolina. Carolina and Little Ears is laying 3 at home against the Cardinals. The total in this game is 48. Just a couple of tidbits here. Carolina 9-0 at home. 7-2 against the spread at home in those 9 games.
That's a marquee matchup game right there. That's going to really excite me. That's going to be a game that's going to excite the public. It's going to be a game that's going to have a lot of fireworks. And it's a game of 2 teams that are going to go out there with their pride and leave everything on the fucking field. So might want to be watching that game, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a hot dog, apple pie, Chevrolet driving motherfucker. Because
This game, you've got a great road team, which is Arizona, 7-1 on the road. They've covered 6 out of 8 on the road against a great home team, 9-0, and they've covered 7 out of 9. If you think Arizona and Carolina has a high-powered offenses and this game might fly over the total, just keep this in mind. Arizona 6-1 to the under their last 7 games.
that's a fact.
Be careful, people.
Yeah.
Once again, don't try to throw darts with this game, okay? 877-220-6540. We'll have the answers for you if you want to know what's going on with those games. Give us a call.
It's opportunity knocking, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't take this opportunity right now before football's over to make a fucking second income, pay off some bills from Christmas, buy yourself a new car, or just flat out someone that wants to make an extra 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. You understand?
Absolutely.
There's more money betting sports than any other investment in the world. To all my stockbrokers out there, to all my oil tycoons, to all my hedge fund guys, your money's sitting there doing nothing. You know as well as I do, even you high-end motherfuckers ain't pulling in more than 10, 12%. We will make you 400% and 500% on your money in 30 days' time. You understand that? 400-500% your money, 30 days' time, maybe a lot more. And those numbers are unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. So it is what it is. Let's move on to Major League Baseball, Skip. This is
yeah, I love it.
I know. This is what's got me a little bit excited. Pete Rose to be inducted into the Reds Hall of Fame ceremony in June. Can you fucking believe that shit?
I love hearing that.
Well, it just came in.
I love hearing
that just came in.
I'm looking at my notes here. Where the fuck is that?
I just got information just now. Just got handed it to me. The producers came in and just handed it to me. Here you go,
Pete
Big.
Rose being inducted
Want me to
to
read it
the
to you?
Reds Hall of Fame.
Pete Rose to be inducted into the Reds Hall of Fame in June ceremony.
Congratulations, Reds.
Well, hold on. Do you think maybe someone was listening, considering we just been, I mean, God, guys, if you go, look, get the camera on my fucking face. If you go back to every one of our podcasts, me and Skip basically foresee the future. We've been, I mean, the whole world's been talking about Pete Rose needs to be in the Hall of Fame, but we've really been talking about it lately. Seems like when we do stuff, we talk about stuff, shit happens. Just like we were talking about Rice, just like I told you guys that I'm a booster and I told you he was out. Right, Jacob Fowler? Didn't I tell these motherfuckers that David Rice was up out of here? Now we got our team back. Rebels! Now we can actually go to the game and have fun watching our boys play.
Yeah.
Wait till next year. We might be getting Patino. I really don't know, but I can tell you guys right now, the talk that I'm having with my boosters who actually put these coaches in place, best believe we're talking big name players right now,
Well,
fellas.
they beat Air Force by 50 the other day, right?
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
50.
Yeah.
They scored 100 points. UNLV.
And ladies and gentlemen,
UNLV,
tonight you got a
100
marquee matchup between the UNLV Running Rebels at Utah State tonight for a marquee matchup. Utah State 3.5. It's a game that I wouldn't put your money on. Rebels could easily win that game. They can easily fold and have Utah State win. It's not a game you put money on. There's too many other games out there that's up for the taking. Too many games out there that just got their ass in the air. You just got to fucking kick it. That's all you got to do.
Major League Baseball announced their times for the entire 2016 schedule
They sure as fuck did.
today. I was excited about that.
Well, I'm sure you were. That's probably how you're going to base your vacation day here so real soon, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be turning your schedule into me when you'll be working now that MLB put their schedule out?
Not for another 90 days.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. I'm sure you will. Here's the thing that I love, and it makes me so proud about raising my son. Shout out to little Dominic Notero out there. You're
Little
a true
D.
G. Little D's in the house. As you know, Little D's a lefty. Little D is projected to be 6'4". Little D is bigger than any 2-year-old, taller than any 2-year-old that I've seen. And knowing that the Orioles signed Chris Davis to a 7-year, $161 million contract.
Wow.
If I don't keep a ball and glove in my fucking boy's hands every fucking day from the day on, I got to literally be the dumbest motherfucker in the world.
My son's in the cage every day. He's on the field every day.
He's 2 years right now. He's playing soccer. I said he was 3. Seriously, I got him on a fucking SA team. They didn't even ask for no fucking birth certificate or nothing. Swear to God, he's over there playing at Lorenzi. They don't give a fuck. I want him to learn a little eye coordination, hand and eye, buddy. That soccer gets you that. 3 years old, he'll play baseball. Baseball is a great sport to make a lot of money on. I'm blessed because, we had no money, Skipper. We've talked about this. You were a great player, great football player. I was a great baseball player. I was all-stars every year.
I was actually way better in baseball than I was in football.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Right. I think they know that by the love. It's just that your old school pictures are football only. You know what I mean? You take more pride, I'd have to say, from knowing you, though, out of all your sports, I think you love wrestling the most. Am I right?
No.
No?
Wrestling was brutal.
Were you the best at wrestling or
No,
what?
I was mediocre at wrestling. I was a 50-50 guy.
Oh, okay.
I was no stud.
So you had 5 wins. I appreciate you being honest. So you had 5 wins and 5 losses?
No, I was more like 10 and 9, 11 and 8, some shit like that.
All right.
But no, baseball was my real passion.
My point is I just want to, I want my boy to play baseball. I want him to have a great career there. I mean, for a white lefty that's 6'4", I mean, if you know how to pitch, you're almost guaranteed to go to the fucking major league.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not racist here. I mean, the fact is if you're a white boy that's 6'5", you're a lefty, and you can throw fucking 90, 100 miles an hour, you don't even know how to speak English or catch.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Well, no, yeah, you got to get a target set up across the fucking living room.
What should I be doing for Little D, guys? Like I said, I'm a true champion. I hang out with celebrities in sports, but all you trainers out there, he's 2.5. You got any comments on what I need to be doing with Little D right now? You got to let me know.
Just let him keep throwing with that left hand, that's all.
That's all. Everything's right in his left hand. Yep, but he's to the point now where he's putting on a glove, and I love that. So Davis will receive $17 million a year through 2022, then additional payments till 2037.
The king of strikeouts, man.
Yeah, you think he feels good about himself or what?
Well, he's a power hitter. I mean, I've never seen anybody strike out more than this fucking guy. Not even Ryan Howard.
Is this too? This is a dumb question.
This is a lot of fucking money, though.
Well, is it too much money?
Yeah.
Is it too much money to give somebody? But why is that?
Well, what is it? $23 million a year, roughly.
Was it too much money to give Floyd $180 million for one fight? Who's to say it's too much?
Hey, listen, if the market fucking demands it, I mean, if they're going to sell Chris Davis jerseys and they're going to sell tickets to the game, then I guess it's not too much. I mean, the market determines what they can pay these guys.
That's a fact. So,
I know $125 million for 5 years to Ryan Howard was a fucking bust.
Well, my point is Pops is sitting on about 25 mil. One thing about me is there's a chance with my gambling habit and hanging out with you, I could be at zero. I mean, the money. I could stack my money up for fucking 10 years. One night with Skip, he'll have me playing roulette, losing fucking $11 million in one fucking night.
There was a guy I used
Remind us to tell you the story when me and Skip he went out and he had me playing roulette and lost $400,000. We're going to need a whole podcast for that.
Yeah, we don't want to go back to that night.
Oh, my fucking God.
There was a guy I used to know that did say one thing that, is true. Make a ton, spend a ton.
Oh, make a ton, spend a ton. You got to go out there and fucking get it.
Make a ton, spend a ton.
Yeah, like I said, I've always told people, Steve Stevens makes the money, Darren Notero spends it.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, if you can't have fun fucking, listen, why make the shit if you can't have fun fucking blowing it?
That's a fact. Well, not only that, we're in the most high pressure. This is probably, if not the hardest sell in the world. You're selling air, you're selling somebody's trust, and you're talking to people who have been completely abused by other companies.
Yeah.
I mean, we're blessed to get inbound calls and people call us, but our outbound sales room, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing but 40 salesmen that are doing outbound calls all day fucking long. the first response they get, hello, Joe, fuck you, lose my number. Hello, Joe, what do you guys want? You guys are all fucking losers.
Yeah, that's a grind.
I mean, like, as soon as you call somebody, you got to be like, hello, Joe, want to let you know right off the bat, didn't call you today to insult your intelligence or waste your time. Sure, you get enough of those phone calls already. Only reason why I called you is to put money in your pocket and earn your trust.
First thing you got to do is knock down the wall, knock down the barrier.
Period.
I mean, your intro's got to be strong.
Oh, you got to be strong as a mother.
You can't get past the intro, you're fucked.
Oh, you got to be a powerhouse. In this business, if you ain't ready to go, you're getting knocked off right about. Sir, give me 2 minutes of your time. You don't like what I have to say? We'll simply hang up and part as friends. Fair enough?
I didn't call you to waste your time or insult your intelligence. I know you get enough of those phone calls already.
This isn't a sales call. I called to put money in your pocket and earn your trust and confidence. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen.
You do like making money, right?
Oh my God! And if you don't, you called the wrong place. If you do, if you do like making money, you called the right place. If you saw a $100 bill blowing in the wind, would you pick it up or would you let it blow by?
If you had yesterday's newspaper if you had tomorrow's newspaper in your hand right now and you knew the score of one of these games before it ever even started, you could certainly get down on that game, right?
Could you get a game in? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, I got that paper in my hand right now. Grab a pen and a piece of paper.
For all you salespeople out there that are the best in the world at selling your product,
you're not even close to us.
and you want to put your resume in and you want to call us nonstop asking for a job.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, even if you don't want to buy a week of service, you know what I'm going to start offering? $500 for a week of advice and closing statements. Because like I said, guys, even those guys out there, you're in a sales job, you're on top of your game, you could always learn something from Steve Stevens. I got more closing statements and rebuttals than anybody in the motherfucking world.
Maybe we're missing our mark. Maybe we should just travel the fucking country doing sales seminars.
I've already been offered that. We will be doing that when I'm tired of this, but I'm nowhere tired of doing this.
I know those motherfuckers down in Australia would pay us a lot of money.
We're kingpins in Australia. We're kingpins in the UK. Moving on to basketball, Skip, so we can get over this podcast because we got a lot of money to make today.
Let's go make it.
ESPN top 10 point guards of all times. You want to go ahead and read these off? Number one, they have down. Now, guys, this isn't Skip and I. This is ESPN top 10 point guards. Number one, Magic Johnson. Magic Irwin HIV Johnson. Number two, Oscar Robertson. For $10,000, who'd Oscar Robertson play for?
God, can I guess?
No. Number three, John Stockton.
Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz all day long. Look at Ted Bundy looking motherfucker. If John Stockton didn't look like Ted Bundy, I don't know who the fuck did.
I like John Stockton.
Number four, Stephon Curry.
Oh yeah,
that's a pretty blessing to be in the top 10 of all time when you've only been in the league a few years. You know what I mean?
I'd move him up from fourth actually.
I'd put him above John Stockton for sure. Isaiah Thomas, number five. Loved him. Great.
Detroit Pistons?
I'd say so, yeah, bad boys. Back in the day. Like I said, love Isaiah Thomas, loved his career. Didn't like how he tongue-kissed Magic Johnson before every game.
Oh, God.
Thought it was the most disgusting fucking gay fucking shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Christ.
I don't give a fuck how good your relationship is. You guys had too much money. If you want to suck each other's dick, do that shit off the court.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, and Isaiah, I wonder if anybody's tested his ass. I'm sure he's went in Magic's butthole once or twice. Huh?
Oh, God, no.
Number six, Chris Paul. Ball to you fall, Chris Paul. Love Chris Paul.
Clippers?
Solid player. Yeah.
Pelicans?
Yeah. Solid player. Came to the league, role model, does good commercials. Like the guy. Definitely
good commercials.
Definitely a number six player. Number seven, Steve Nash.
Phoenix Suns.
Phoenix Suns. Guy's got more acne scars in his face than motherfucking anybody I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. Dude looks like Nick Nolte with a splash of Ray Liotta. Guys, there's so many fucking procedures to fix them holes in your face. It's not even funny. Number eight, Jason Kidd. One of the only point guards that got a couple guys fired for fucking taking his bitch. Jason, pussy and shit ain't worth it, but we won't talk about that, man. Literally got his partner fired and traded over fucking with his bitch. Number eight, Jason Kidd. Number nine, Walt Frazier. You want to tell me where Walt Frazier played? I'm not even old enough to know people named Walt. Walt Disney's the last motherfucker I've ever heard with the last name Walt.
Down goes Frazier.
Number 10, Bobby.
Bob Cousy.
That's number 10, like I said. Do you agree or disagree? Is there anyone missing? Any players from today's NBA besides Curry, like Russell Westbrook? You don't think Russell Westbrook should be on here? Is there any players that you think should be on here? Any players, ladies and gentlemen, you think should be on this top 10 list?
Yes, Scott Achenbach.
Scott Achenbach?
Yeah,
Scott Achenbach can eat a cock. That's what the fuck he can do.
No, he was our fucking point guard.
Scott Achenbach, is he from Lookenbach, Texas?
He was our point guard in high school. He's also our quarterback. I tried out for the New York Giants, by the way.
All right.
Quarterback for the Bucknell Bison. Shout out Achenbach if you're out there.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody. Hip-hop news, ladies and gentlemen, entertainment, we got to go everywhere. Entertainment news, I guess there's a big beef. 50 Cent responds to Meek Mill, who dissed 50 for filing bankruptcy. You got to understand, Meek Mill, like I said, when you have several different businesses and you're worth millions and millions of dollars, a lot of the shit you do is bankruptcy, and a lot of reason why you do that is to favor your situation. Skip, you and I opened up a Dunkin' Donuts. We put $400,000 a piece. Doesn't pan out. We bankrupt the company. Doesn't mean you and I are bankrupt personally. You understand that?
Well, just as Donald Trump.
That's a fucking fact. I think Donald Trump is...
Guy's worth $8 billion fucking dollars.
So, yeah.
He's filed business...
12 or 13 times.
He's filed business bankruptcy probably, you can count it on 2 fucking hands.
That's a fucking fact. He's done it...
Guy's worth $8 billion.
And he's done bankruptcy over 10 times. So, Meek, you got to find something else to beef with 50 about, because the funny thing is 50 came back and unleashed his fury later after Meek dropped a diss track calling 50 out for filing bankruptcy. 50 posted a photo of Meek's face. You know those emojis, like when I send you the thumbs up? It was a pile of shit with his face and his lips on it. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Oh, boy.
Said, laughing my ass off. He said, hey, shithead, your career's already over. It's a pile of shit with his lips on it. Like I said, he said, you better focus on getting Nikki pregnant so you can at least eat and pay child support for the next 10 years.
Oh, fuck no.
Anyway, Meek's a good guy. His music's good. 50, you can't go up against 50. He's an OG. He's got a lot of money. And Meek, it makes you look stupid when you don't know about business. Guys like us that have millions of dollars, they go into business all the fucking time. If Floyd and 50 would have did business together and got in a fight, they would have ended up bankrupting the company and starting fresh. Doesn't mean you're broke, just means that company's bankrupt. Plain and fucking simple. Back in sports betting news, which I like the most, sports betting app coming to the Wynn Las Vegas this February. What do you think about that? Now the Wynn's getting an app.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised they haven't.
Well, I mean, like I said, but that's good for us because when when we're shut down by, because one thing about us, we get clients that come into town, put $100,000, $250,000 in Cantor. We could put the game in on an iPad for them. We just can't collect or do anything like that. That's not legal or legal, nothing like that. But it just gives us another avenue to bet at, Skip, online. Allows our runners to get brand new accounts.
William Hill's
and it allows us to make more money, period.
There's many books in town that got apps. I mean, Cantor's got an app. William Hill's got an app.
But I guess the Wynn's going to be ready for, it's going to be done in February next month, ready for March Madness.
Well, it's about fucking time.
Absolutely. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, right now, pretty much all we're doing is making a bankroll for March Madness. There's more money in March Madness than any fucking sport, anytime. Those 30 days, those 2 weeks are literally the most profitable sports betting venues you could possibly have. Something like the Super Bowl. Super Bowl's for rookies. It's a day for amateurs. It's a day grandma, grandpa, everybody and their mom bet. We're running out of time in football. Take advantage of these winners. Call VIPSportsLasVegas.com. We'll get you on the winning edge. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, just recapping everything. NFL was a great marquee matchup. You got good games getting ready to go this week. We'll be bringing you another, Friday podcast where we'll give them a lot more up-to-date information. I'm not going to give you any games or any information because, as you know, in the NFL, you have things called DUI, rape, murder, drug possession, domestic violence. I could go on and on and on and on, the things that can happen.
Synthetic marijuana.
Yeah, guys flipping out, getting naked, showing up at the front of the police station like fucking my man in fucking Debo's pigeon coop. No, like Smokey in fucking
Chandler
Friday.
Jones. Yeah.
He was like Smokey on Friday with Debo's pigeon coop. Motherfucker was itching, naked, rolling around and shit. I felt like that before. The essays got me on some Sherm one day and blew my mind. But like I said, just to recap, Pete Rose is going in the Hall of Fame in June, which is fucking the Reds Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Not Hall of Fame.
Right.
Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame. Let's get
That's
that
a
clear.
start.
Well, it sure as fuck is. NFL playoffs are stellar. Davis receives a gigantic contract. Shout out to you, Davis. Gave you guys the top 10. And like I said, we're looking forward to making gambling legal. We're looking forward to bringing you these podcasts every day. We're going to be bringing you a lot of exciting guests in here. Just for the month, February, we got Five Finger Death Punch. We got Snoop Dogg. We got Be Real.
We're working on
We
shit.
got Zab Judah. We got Floyd Mayweather Jr. We got a list of celebrities and stars that we're bringing in. Like I said, to all our fans out there that have been with us from day one, appreciate your fucking trust. We appreciate your support. And like I said, it ain't going to stop. If you like what we've done so far, you're going to love where we're going. Ladies and gentlemen, the VIP Sports Podcast, Steve Stevens, the Big Skipper. Hey, man, there's nothing else to say. There's doers and there's people that don't. There's winners and there's losers. Which one are you? Like I said, I'm a winner. Don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. VIP Sports, Steve Stevens, the Big Skipper. We're out. We love you. Catch that motherfucking absolute blowout winner t-shirt so you can be a winner too. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
See you guys. We're out of here. We love you.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. We play with big cash and we blowing money fast. Riding in a plush Benz trunk full of money bags. I need a G for every light bulb on the Vegas Strip. Naked bitches in my mansion dancing to some player shit. Made a grip on the grind, but I started out with nothing. Dealt me a bad hand, but I still won bluffing. I'm Steve Stevens. I make G's when I'm sleeping. Some cowboy